Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen.
What are we making today, Gabby? I know what it is. It's fried ice cream.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Fried ice cream. Well now, you think fried ice cream, you usually think a restaurant, right? Mexican restaurant, right? Not so. How about we do it in our own kitchen? And it's so easy. Get the children involved too. Hey, make it even more fun, but y'all know what I always say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get to it. All right, quick pick of my two scoops of ice cream. You're gonna get yours, however many you're gonna do, and you're gonna get them on something or in something, and you're gonna freeze them in the freezer until they are really rock solid. Okay? If you haven't hit that subscribe or that like button, do so right now before you miss out on something. All right, now I'm going to show you two methods coming up on how to get your egg whites separated from the yolks. I'll list these 4 ingredients in the description box down below, but for now, here's method 1. All right, so we're going to break that egg. You're going to break it on the side right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be really careful with the 2 halves of the shells. So you're going to open it like that, and what you're going to do is you're going to pour this yolk back and forth until you get as much of the egg white out as you can. All right, because keep in mind, remember, we don't want the yolk for this. We only want egg whites. So here's a rubber spatula with the slots in it. So what we're going to do is, this is my normal way of doing it, but it's just a way I'm going to show you. If you cannot do the 2 halves, then there's always another way to do it. All right, so we're going to put this egg on top of that spatula very carefully, and what you're going to do is you're going to shake it. Now ideally right here, reach under here and clip your egg white off like that. Like I just started to and then I stopped, but take your 2 fingers and clip your egg white off. Just do it that easy. All right, so we're going to pour this in the bowl, and so we lost some of our egg white right there. So you want to be careful, and you want to get, as I said before, all of it that you can. All right, so there's a simplified method, but if you're not used to doing this, then this is going to make it just a little bit easier for you. So see a combination of the methods, pouring it back and forth, but then check that out. That's why I kept this footage in here so you can see that. Check that out. So ideally, still I dropped it a second time, but you want to get it out of there without breaking it. Now right there, it looks like I broke it, but if you look carefully at the egg white, actually I didn't. See? All right, actually I didn't, so I don't know why I didn't show the white up close, but you can see it's the same color. But ideally, if you did get a little bit of the yellow part of the yolk in there, it's cool. It's not going to mess anything up. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to tidy up a little bit before moving on, but here are the 4 ingredients. Really, really, really easy. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 methods with this fried ice cream, but right now let's work on the frosted flakes. If you don't want a lot of sugar in yours, you can use corn flakes. So there's other cereals that people use. People use vanilla wafer cookies. They've used cinnamon toast crunch cereal. So sky's the limit with these. You can do a lot with this outer coating. Now, if you don't have a rolling pin, the easy way to do this is you can just crush it with your hands. So you can just crush it, put it right in the bowl, just like this. See? And then if you want to make this into a fine powder, it's up to you. I wanted a little texture with mine, so yeah, right about that. Right about there is how I wanted mine, so that's cool. Now, the other method is we can keep it in this storage bag, and we can just take our rolling pin and tap on it a little bit. Just beat the heck out of it if you want to, though. But just tap the rolling pin on there until you get your cereal to the consistency that you like. Remember what I always say, your rules, your kitchen, so you do things the way you want them done, especially if they're correct and your food is good. So it's cool. All right, so crush it up a little bit more, and just after you do this, just put it in the bowl. Then you'll be ready. But make sure that you're heating your oil up. This does not take long. It's a very quick and easy dessert, aside from having to put it in the freezer. It's relatively simple. So eyeball with the cinnamon. If you're a cinnamon lover, heavy on it. If you're not, just put a little bit. And altogether, if you don't like cinnamon, it's okay if you leave it out. Right, so I put a little bit more. It smells so good though. Right, so make sure you mix that up really well. All right, look at that. All right, so egg whites, the cereal. We're done with the cinnamon. Warmed our oil up, and we're gonna get our ice cream out of the freezer. All right, so we're to take the ice cream, and you can shape it into a ball if you want to. You can leave it flat on the bottom if you want to, just as long as it's round and it just looks like a ball or whatever. So you're going to put that in the egg white, and then you'll put it in the cereal, roll it in the cereal basically. But ideally, you want your whole ball covered in this cereal, so you want to press the cereal in it a little bit, just a little bit. Now, I'm going to show it to you up close because this is after the first coating. Because we're going to put 2. If you want a super crunchy, you're going to put 2. So after that one, you can see some of the ice cream through the cereal. So here, we're going to put it in egg whites again. Now keep watching. Don't turn this off. Keep watching. So we'll roll this into our cereal mixture again. Roll it in the first time. So give it a little press there. Give it a little press. Cool. All right, stay tuned, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Just watch it. There's a method to this madness. All right, so now, at this point, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can put these back in the freezer, because if you don't put them back in the freezer, then I'm going to show you what's going to happen. So we're going to put that back into the egg white, get our second coating on here, okay? So you want it super, super crispy, and you don't want your ice cream to melt. Then you're going to freeze it in between the first and the second coating. Right? So look at the 2, and you can tell the difference with the one with 1 coating on it and the one with 2. So there is quite a bit of a difference there. And if you try that one with that 1 coating on there, then you can see the ice cream through. Then you know what you can expect when you put that in hot oil. It's going to melt, and it's going to make a big mess. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. Now, it's on here. And at this point, you'll work quickly. So having come out of the freezer the second time, and you're putting this second coat on it, it's ready to fry. But, let me show you something. I'm going to fry this, even though these haven't been put back in the freezer. I'm going to fry one, and then I'm going to show you what happens when you do. All right, so one at a time, I'm going to use this really little pot. So like 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. So about 10 seconds. This oil is really hot. So you don't want the ice cream to melt and make a big mess all over the place. So check this out. Now look at that. That's melting a little bit. If you like your ice cream kind of like when you put it on apple pie and it melts a little bit, if you like that texture, then this is for you. But if not, then you use the other method I just said. So I put caramel topping, but decorate yours, put something on there nice, and serve quickly. Second method, this is the one with the double coating that we froze. So check that out. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000, 15, 1,000. So this one, 15 seconds I did with that one, and this one was absolutely perfect. So I'm going to take that off the stove, and then we're going to swing right over to our fried ice cream. All right, so look at that. Coating is so crunchy. So we got that warm outside, then we got everything cold on the inside. So caramel for me, some whipped cream. You can do chocolate, you can do any that you want to. Now, if you don't want to fry this, then you can do what I call a faux fried ice cream ball. So fried and quotation marks. So I'm going to cut this. You can see that it's still frozen. So now the one that you don't fry, but what you will do is you'll freeze that vanilla ice cream, and then you can use corn flakes and cinnamon if you don't want it too sweet. And what you can do is you can roll your ice cream ball in a light corn syrup, and then you can put the corn flakes and the cinnamon on the outside of the ball, and that way you just won't have it where it's like super sweet. Okay? All right, so another easy method. So y'all, this is too easy. It's too easy. As usual, it's been a blast. Thanks for spending time with me in my kitchen. Hit that like and that subscribe button and that bell for notifications so you'll know right away when I put a new video up.